Hello everyone and welcome back to World Cup Gupshup with Voice aajKal, local and global. I'm Mehul and today I'm going to be talking about the match that we're all waiting for, India against Pakistan. Every single India-Pakistan match just carries with it so much more significance than any other game. Simply because this is the only time we see this rivalry take place on the field because we simply don't have bilateral series between these two teams. And for a lot of us, that's why this is the moment this World Cup is going to start. This is the moment that is going to decide what the sentiment is going to be like for the rest of the World Cup. Regardless of how we're playing in any other game, beating Pakistan just has that special feeling that transcends every single moment for us in an ICC tournament. And today I'm going to be bringing to you the tactics, the matchups, and what to expect from this particular India Pakistan game. And without further ado, let's talk about it. So, in terms of tactics, I think the first thing that must be talked about are the pitch conditions themselves because they are going to play the biggest role in India's overall strategy for the game. And we saw in the game against Ireland yesterday that the pitch currently is not in a very favorable state for batting. I think there's going to be a lot of movement, especially with the new ball for the Pacers, which is why the role of the opening batsman is going to be extremely crucial for us. At the same time, the outfield is also extremely slow. So even when the batsmen are timing the ball very well, which is already pretty difficult considering the uneven bounce on the surface and the lateral movement that's taking place, the ball doesn't travel much. And because of that, expect it to be a bit of a struggle in terms of batting. I won't expect a very high scoring game. I think 140, 150 would be an unbelievable score on this surface unless something really magical takes place and they do manage to work around with the pitch and make it far more favorable for batting. But at the same time, that throws up a lot of interesting matchups. The first matchup that I want to talk about, which is going to be extremely crucial, is the opening spell of the Pakistani Pacers, Shaheen and Naseem, against Rohit and Virat Kohli. Because I think that is going to set the tempo for the match, especially if India bat first. We have seen in the past that India have struggled against the fiery Pakistan Pacers when they are bowling in rhythm. And it's very important that Virat and Rohit decide that, we are going to take our time. We're going to play out these difficult overs that the Pakistani bowlers are going to play. And my perspective on this Pakistani attack is that it's a little bit shallow. I think Shaheen and Naseem are excellent up front, and Haris Rauf is impeccable support for them, especially during the middle overs and at the back end when the ball is doing a little bit of reverse swing or when it's slightly older, more difficult to hit. That is when Haris Rauf really comes into his own. But I think the spin attack of Pakistan is where India can really make merry. And with that opportunity in mind, it becomes even more important to play out those early overs. So I think the template is set. If we do bat first, I think we should bowl first. But if we do get that unfavorable situation where we have to set the target, the focus should probably be to play out the first six from Shaheen and Naseem and then use that middle order, even if wickets fall, of Rishabh Pant, of Hardik Pandya, and of Shivam Dube, all of whom are exceptionally good at hitting spin to attack that duo of Shadab and Iftikhar. On the reverse end, when Pakistan are batting, especially if they're batting first, I think the opening spell from our bowlers is going to be very crucial. I think against Ireland, Arshdeep and Siraj were mostly on the money, but there were a couple of wayward balls, especially from Arshdeep, that were just doing a little bit too much, and it didn't seem like he was completely in control at times. But I don't think we can afford to do that against Pakistan. We should not let any freebies go and ensure that we make life difficult for them. Because if you get those early wickets against Pakistan, they don't have a lot of substance in their batting to play out difficult overs. And unlike Pakistan, I think the edge that India has is that their spin attack in the middle overs is really good. I think Jadeja and Akshar are significantly higher quality than what Pakistan have. And because of that, even their middle order is not going to find it particularly easy to play out our bowling. The one danger man for Pakistan that actually I don't think is just being talked about enough is Fakhar Zaman. Us Indians know him very well. we have some really bad memories of Fakhar Zaman. But trust me, in the last few months, what I've been seeing from Fakhar Zaman, he looks like a man reinvented in that middle order position. He's just going out there and being absolutely fiery against both pacers and spinners. He's batting extremely aggressively, showing a lot of intent. That's not something that you find a lot in this Pakistan lineup. I think if there's two batsmen that India should be afraid of, they would be Fakhar Zaman and Iftikhar Ahmed, because I think these are the batsmen who can take the game away from you very, very quickly. And because of that, I won't be surprised if India decide to play Kuldeep Yadav ahead of one of Jadeja and or Akshar, simply to ensure that they can attack these batsmen in the middle overs and restrict Pakistan as low as possible. Overall, I would expect nothing less than a fiery encounter, an emotional encounter, as it always is between India and Pakistan. Hopefully, we see something very similar to what we saw in 2022, which I think was one of the greatest games I've ever seen in T20 cricket. I think it's imperative for India that we bowl first, set the tone, and back it up with a clinical batting performance just as we did against Ireland. You'll know where to find us after the match. Until then, it's a wrap from me. Please do let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. What do you think are the key tactics and matchups for India that are going to help them win this game against Pakistan? But until then, see you soon.
Voice aajKal, our medium, your message.
VT Times. Be with the times.